Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be looking at the positive aspects about yourself, particularly the ones that you don't realize that you have, or the ones that you may overlook. There'll be 4 piles. You can choose from the pictures on the screen or the 4 emojis in the description box and the comments. So choose your pile. You can choose more than one if you would like to, and I will see you there. Okay, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So with this card, Naked Before the Stars, I'm seeing that there's something very, I want to say vulnerable, open about you. Yeah, you're authentic basically. You let people see maybe not all of you, but both your light and dark aspects of your personality. I just heard what you see is what you get. So yeah, you're definitely authentic. Um, you're not afraid to be seen by other people for who you truly are. And that is actually something that people look up to. I'm also seeing that you could be someone who gives a lot of faith or hope to other people um, when you are in this energy, because you might have aspects of yourself, especially the aspects that most other people would usually hide. But because you don't hide them, I feel like you coax people into being a lot more authentic and not hiding from the spotlight, whether the spotlight is shining on positive or negative traits of theirs. Oh yeah, and we've got the scrying mirror shadow. So yeah, definitely there's something about your shadow. I'm hearing that you see your shadow traits clearly. You are in contact with your shadow for the purpose of just getting to know it. You don't suppress it like most other people do. And you're also able to see you're also able to see something about your shadow. Oh, you're able to see what you need to see in darkness. So, okay, this is making me feel like a lot of you watching this pile know exactly why you have some of the negative traits and the negative aspects that you do. You know where they come from, basically. Yeah, you know your shadow very well. You've gotten to know it very well. And it's like you accept it, you don't really reject it. Then you've got Fairy of the Divine Hand, intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence. You see things in a way that most other people around you do not perceive things in, meaning that I feel like you can see through, I'm hearing messiness. You can see through messiness, or you can see through, yeah, you can see through illusions. A lot of you are very clairvoyant, and you can see through things that are designed, whether that's by people, society, with the purpose of tricking us, deceiving us. You can definitely see through smoke and mirrors. Yeah. Um, you could actually use your shadow. Your shadow, okay. A lot of you have been ridiculed or shamed for this side of you. For the side of you that's able to see through people's bullshit, because nobody likes to be called out for their shit. So when you come along and you can see through lies, deceit, I feel like people have shamed you for that, but it's actually just because obviously you're exposing people. Oh, that's another thing with this card as well. Yeah. People can't hide from you. It seems like you are very exposed in terms of your positive and negative aspects, but as a result, because you know yourself so deeply, you can see other people very deeply as well, and they can't hide anything from you. You make people feel very exposed and very vulnerable and very naked. People cannot hide their own shadow from you because you've learned to get to know your own shadow. You can meet other people, you can see other people as deeply as you see yourself, basically. Then you've got create boundaries. You have very strong boundaries. And I'm seeing you. Okay, this is a bit of a contradiction considering what I said with this card. Because with this card, you seem to be on full display for people to see. You seem to be. You seem to be. Distorted view. You don't let people see who you truly are. Not completely. You're authentic with what you show, but people may feel like they see all of you or they know all there is to know about you because of how you don't hide dark parts of yourself. But little do they know, you have very strong boundaries. You show people what you want them to see, basically. Yeah. And I'm also seeing that you reflect people back to them. That is what your boundaries are centered around. Reflecting other people's energy back to them. That is how you create your boundaries. With this wings card, you never needed those wings to fly. You don't hold on to crutches as much as you could. I don't think that you guys are the people who are comfortable in your comfort zone or comfortable with depending on something. That could be small from, okay, so I'm hearing that some of you may have found yourself having dependencies on something and you were quick to cut it out, or you just don't rely on other people, perhaps other people's judgments. Yeah, you don't wait for other people to give you permission or anything else to give you permission or power to do what you actually want to do. You just you just do what you want to do. You understand that you don't need anything or anyone else apart from yourself to actually achieve what you want to achieve. And anything that you're trapped in, you know how to get yourself out of it without the help of anyone or anything else. Yeah, I was gonna say you give off a very independent and self-sufficient energy when it comes to dealing with your personal issues. You might not be the types to really rely on other people for help or advice. You might be known as the person who just deals with your own life and its obstacles by yourself. I don't think you're very dependent on advice from other people or help from other people. And speaking of doing what you want to do, you have the Angel of New Life card. So, yeah, you guys have this passion for life that may not be seen by other people. A lot of you is very hidden, especially this Angel of New Life. This energy is very hidden. You have a lot of goals, a lot of aspirations, a lot of desires to see the world and to build and create a life of your own. But I feel like you're not someone who openly speaks about this. You put up a boundary between the life that you're creating and what you let other people see. hmm I'm also seeing that for some of you, people may have called you crazy, or you know that people just view you as a bit mentally ill or crazy because of this ability to see what a lot of other people cannot see. But you guys are the people who really see life like a whole new depth to life that most people haven't yet discovered. You don't get permission. I'm seeing again, you don't wait for permission from other people to live your life in the way that you would like to. You might live a very solitary life, actually, perhaps in the dark, away from other people. A lot of you may be more active online than in person. And if you are, you don't overshare online like you might see a lot of other people do. You're vulnerable online, you're authentic online, but you still keep your privacy to yourself. You still keep private what you need to. Yeah, you have very strong boundaries when it comes to telling people about your personal life, and especially any new aspects of your life. A lot of you move in silence. Yeah. So it could seem like to other people that you're quite stagnant, or they just might not know simply what's going on in your life, but you're making moves in silence. That protects you from other people's judgments swaying or determining what decisions you make for yourself. And then you've got sexual arts. Oh. I feel like your masculine and feminine energies are very well balanced. Um, some of you could come across as quite androgynous. For others of you, yeah, you guys just know how to balance your masculine and feminine energy. And I'm seeing, especially when it comes to making moves in your life, you know when to take action and when to relax, and you understand when to just receive. There's a repetition in these two cards of creative energy and passion. Yeah, you have a lot of passion towards life, but it may not appear this way to people observing you. And I'm hearing that that's a good thing, because there may be people around you who would try to put out this light or this passion or this fire within you, especially when it comes to passions that may not be conventional. They would try to diminish this. Maybe that's why you keep your moves private, because you've had experiences like that in the past. You definitely know how to protect yourself though, and you have a lot of creative energy. So yeah, the numbers that I'm seeing are 2, 8, 33, 18, 7, and that's about it. Pisces is sticking out for me. Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, and Aries energy. Wow, that's my big three actually. So yeah, those could be significant signs for you. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number one. Thank you for watching. I hope it resonated. If it did, please let me know. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. So the first thing that I'm seeing that is a great aspect of you is the fact that you are a healer, a natural healer, because I'm seeing obviously plants in this card. Um Considering I think this is lavender that's in this witch's basket. I believe that lavender is a relaxant. So you heal people, your energy is very healing because you might notice that you are able to bring people's guards down. Um, yeah, there's a very relaxing energy to you. You calm people down, basically. You're a stress relief, your energy is. Um, and with that, I'm hearing that you could be very good at motivating people to find courage to perhaps heal themselves or demand better for themselves. Yeah. You could teach people how to heal their shadow in some way, or you could teach people how to control their shadow. Yeah. I'm also seeing that you are very open to life. You usually say yes to things. I don't feel like, for those of you in this pile, I don't feel like there's many things that you wouldn't be willing to try, whether that's about food or places to travel, physical activities, just different experiences. And I'm also seeing that you guys have a very high level of respect for yourselves. So, yeah, going back to healing people through teaching them how to demand what they deserve, it's because you guys are people who um, know how to give yourself the respect that you deserve. And I'm seeing that if anybody tries to disrespect you in any way, and if anyone tries to, yeah, just if anyone tries to disrespect you, you won't be afraid to bite back, basically. People may have tried to make it seem like you were just being confrontational for no reason, but no, it's because you didn't let them disrespect you in some way. You know exactly what you deserve. It's weird because I'm guessing quite a dominant energy from you within your life with other people, but in terms of your relationship with life itself, I feel like you know how to surrender to life. Yeah, you know how to surrender to life and to time, divine timing. You're extremely patient with things, especially things that you're trying to manifest. You can wish for something, you can manifest something and put in the work to manifest it, but you know that it will come to you in divine timing. And that's why these things come to you at the right time. Your high self esteem, or just simply knowing what you deserve, also helps your manifestations as well. There's a lot of courage that you have when it comes to how you approach life. I feel like other people may see you as quite fearless. And there's a repetitive message um, about you not being afraid to use some type of dark energy against people in order to protect yourself. It's like as much as you can heal and build up, you can also destroy. Again, I'm feeling Scorpio. I felt Scorpio in the last pile. But you definitely know how to surrender to life itself while also keeping control and dominance, I'm hearing, within your connections with other people. There's just an energy of you always staying ready because I feel like you understand just how much spiritual warfare you go through and just how much you have to defend yourself and protect yourself from other people. And you're not afraid to defend yourself. You're not afraid to, yeah, you're not afraid to fight back. That could be something that you also teach other people. But most of all, you heal yourself. There's a lot of things actually that you've been through in your life that was not easy to choose to heal yourself from. And there's also an energy of, because of what you've been through in life, all of this darkness in your past, you make sure to give yourself love because that could have been deprived in your younger years or just in certain friendships, relationships, whatever. There's also, speaking of relationships, you guys are the types of people who will wait until the right person comes along. You know exactly who you deserve and who you don't deserve in terms of trash people. You're not one of these people who will just rush into a relationship or friendships, connections of any sort, despite the fact that you are so quick to say yes to certain things, certain experiences, you still know which experiences, which negative experiences you don't deserve to experience again. I feel like I'm hearing been there, done that. You've experienced a lot, and I'm hearing that you don't make the same mistakes twice. If you do, it's like if you make the same mistake twice, you could see that you were making the same mistake twice, but for some reason you still decided to self destruct. But you know that about yourself. You hardly ever have to repeat lessons because you take learning lessons from everything. And there's a lack of control issues here. A lot of people have control issues in their life. They don't want to let go of certain people, certain places, certain things. But you're not afraid to do that for the sake of your own healing. You really do submit to the divine and the universe. I'm also hearing that you may make people feel like they have to submit to you in friendships, but particularly relationships. Yeah, again, you have a very dominant energy while also being very submissive to life. It's weird. It's like earthly matters you're dominant in. Metaphysical matters, though, spiritual matters, when it comes to your connection to the divine, that's who you're submissive to. You don't submit to anybody in the flesh, but spiritually, you submit to God, spirit, whatever you believe in. I like your energy. That makes sense. And I'm hearing with this card that you are a force to be reckoned with. I guess because of how much you have healed and how much courage you have, even people who would usually push people's buttons, like you might encounter people who enjoy pushing people's buttons, walking over people, or attempting to. But I feel like your energy just gives off don't F with me type of vibes. Do you get what I mean? Like, people don't really want to get on your bad side. And I feel like your self esteem could be very intimidating to people like that, but obviously that's protecting you. And again, you teach other people, I'm seeing you teach other people um how to defend themselves, how to have the courage to defend themselves after figuring out what they deserve. Yeah. You could be surrounded by people who you have to teach this to, people who feel like protecting themselves or defending themselves is wrong in some way or rude. People pleasers, basically. You teach a lot of people pleasers how to get out of that energy. For numbers, I'm seeing 20, 14, 23, 16, and 17. So that could be a significant number for you. Am I seeing any zodiacs? I'm seeing Capricorn because this patience card always reminds me of Saturn. So I'm seeing Capricorn, um, Pisces yet again. I saw Pisces in power one as well. I think I said that I see Scorpio as well earlier on. Yeah, these two cards, it's a yes and left leg submission. They both give me very big Piscean energy because it's about just submission, submitting to life or surrendering to life. And that's very much Pisces energy. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, power number two. If this helped, please let me know. If this resonated, please let me know. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Hi, Pal 3, welcome to your reading. So the first thing that I want to say is that you guys could have been drawn to Pal 1 because the boundaries card from a different deck came out in Pal 1 and you guys got boundaries for you for your reading as well. So your boundaries are a very good thing. Boundaries. I'm hearing that the things that you say, yeah. So you, okay, for pile one, their boundaries were shown more through their actions, I felt. But for you guys are very much verbally direct types of people. The things that you say protect you. I feel like you are very quick to let people know exactly what a situation is and isn't. That's what I'm hearing. And you have boundaries. Okay, I'm seeing for a lot of you, you have boundaries mainly around what you dream of. So if there's anybody who is trying to tell you that a dream that you have is unrealistic or perhaps mocking your dream, saying that it's stupid or, you know, anything negative, you're very quick to shut that stuff down. I feel like I'm feeling like this is mainly around family. Um family who just don't understand what your vision is. You also protect the memories that you have with other people as well. Um, yeah, something about protecting good memories. I'm hearing that for some of you, good memories might not be a common thing for you. So when you do um, remember something that's positive from your past, you protect it heavily. And that keeps you connected to your creativity. There's yeah, so you have dried flower fairy, sweet memories, and this for some reason gives me like painting vibes, a painter vibe. And you also have unleash your creativity. You guys know how to execute your ideas and put them into reality. You may even yeah, there's something very unique about your creative projects or whatever it is that you create, perhaps in the way that you dress as well. There's something about the way that you take traditional methods of doing things or traditional styles or something like that and you put your own modern twist onto it. With the escapist card as well, so it being next to this dried flower fairy card, this I don't know if I said it before, but these two cards are the energies that keep you connected to your inner child. um yeah, you're very protective over your creations, your creativity, your creations, your imagination as well. um I'm hearing that for someone in particular, there was a situation where people kind of tried to make you feel like you were silly for believing in something like magic or fairy tales or something like that, and you shut that down, or you were very quick to just defend yourself. I feel like it's very hard for people to put a dampener on your inner child, and when you're an adult who is still connected to your inner child, because you're walking alongside so many other grown adults who have allowed that connection with their inner child to die out or to be blocked. It's like them seeing your inner child being expressed so freely may trigger them. And I feel like you see that for what it is, and that's why you can put in place boundaries and not let other people's projections of you or anything like that um affect what you think about your own creative nature, what you think about your own childlike nature that you still manage to hold on to. You've also got relieve anxiety. You guys don't stress about much, or at least you try not to. Reading in particular could be a way that you relieve anxiety. Um, some of you could really like butterflies as well, or insects. Yeah, some of you may not be afraid of insects, and that's a good thing. You might live in a place where insects are just constantly coming into your home, and you might not be the type of person to kill them or anything like that. You might be the type to just help them out, which is a good thing. I think spirit is very happy with that, because I'm sorry, me personally, depending on what insect it is, most of the time I'm gonna have to kill it. I'm sorry. I'm very afraid of certain things. um yeah, even this perchance to dream card, going back to your dreams, you do not let anyone put a dampener in any way on your dreams. You don't let people rain on your parade at all, and you don't really care about what people think, to be completely honest with you. A lot of people may see you as very childish, even not just childlike, childish, but you don't care because you know exactly what it is that you need to know about yourself. People could actually underestimate you because of seeing you in this childlike nature, and they get very surprised when you are very quick to put in place boundaries. It's like you have a childlike nature with the mind of a grown adult and with the intelligence of a grown adult to know when you need to protect yourself. hmm Then you've got the angel of mercy. You're very compassionate to people. I feel like because you've kept a connection with your inner child, you know that everybody else is walking around with their own inner child, whether the inner child is healed, non healed, traumatized, not traumatized. Even if they don't realize what an inner child actually is, who their inner child actually is, you do. So you can still hold compassion for people. That doesn't mean that you're a pushover or a doormat. Again, your boundaries are very strong. People are on some BS, then they can exit, but you still understand certain things about other people's negative behaviors, negative judgments, and maybe that's why you don't care. You know that when people project their stuff onto you and try to dim your light, it's just because their own light has been dimmed. You see that, so you might not even take it that personally. You might not even get upset about it like that. Yeah, you keep your mental space very, very sweet, very light-hearted, and you don't want the world, especially other people's messed up mental spaces, to affect yours, which is why you put in place such strong boundaries. You really protect your inner child, and for those of you who may have not been protected when you were children, you're healing your inner child through being protective over them now, you know? If there was no one to protect you growing up, you're your own protector now. But yeah, you definitely show people a lot of compassion. And people who really mess you over, you could really get your revenge or something like that. But I feel like you don't even bother. Again, you don't stress. Again, your energy is very childlike, but with the emotional maturity and mental maturity of a grown adult, of a wise adult. For numbers, I'm seeing 11, 32, 31, 28, and 26. So that could be a significant number for you. In terms of zodiac signs, am I picking up any zodiac signs? Um, Pisces, yet again, Pisces has come out in every single reading to me because of the escapist and the perchance to dream card. I just feel like some of you are very Piscean. Could be Leos as well, with all of the creativity that's coming out. Again, the Angel of Mercy is making me think of Pisces. Also having Sun in the fifth house. So you could have that placement in your birth chart. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing for you guys. Pal number 3. If this resonated, please let me know. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pal 4s. Welcome to your reading. So the first thing that I picked up on in terms of a message with this forgetting oneself card, you guys don't have that strong of an ego. Um, it's like you've released your. I don't want to say you've released your ego, because of course you still have one, but you don't just think about yourself. You don't just think about yourself in certain situations, perhaps specifically situations where you are experiencing conflict with other people. Um, you understand that who you portray yourself to be, just like everyone else, isn't necessarily who you truly are. I feel like you are, okay, yeah, you're self aware, you're aware of your ego. So your ego can work for you in very positive ways because you don't let your ego control you, you control your ego. Um, Moving on to the selling out card. I feel like who you truly are may be the type of person who many others would shame, but it's almost like you have a lot of acceptance towards it. Yeah. Um, so who you truly are is not necessarily up to society standards. Um, for some reason, sex workers are standing out to me here because I'm just seeing a lot of judgment. And with since it says selling out, it reminds me when people tell certain people, depending on what their job is, that they are selling their bodies. You're just, I feel like you guys belong to a group of people who are kind of some of the most hated people on the planet for absolutely no reason. Um, and I'm hearing selling your soul. People could really demonize you. Yeah. But I feel like you're in acceptance of this. You know what it is? Yeah. Moving over here with this power card, whether you guys are witches and you hold your power through witchcraft or some type of spiritual knowledge, or even if you don't, you're simply your being is powerful. Okay. You have the power to be authentic. That's a superpower, especially in this world, in this society. And authenticity was a repetitive theme in part 1 as well. But You guys are very vocal about things that you do not agree with. And I feel like the way that you speak up for yourself, you speak up for other people as well, who are perhaps part of groups of people who you're not part of. You're not one of those people who think, I don't belong to this group of people, so therefore what they're experiencing has nothing to do with me. No, you will fight alongside people. You could be very, for some reason, I'm hearing anarchist, but you're just someone who isn't afraid to go against tradition. This castle is reminding me of tradition, old methods, and old ways of living. Maybe that's why people see you as a sellout in some way, or someone worthy of being disrespected, because you know society hates when we don't go along with tradition. Um, yeah, assimilate life experience. You create your own life experiences, not according to anybody else's rulership. And again, there's a repeating message about how you understand that who the world views you as is of course not entirely you. So it's like, yeah, despite maybe that's why you can accept people's judgment so easily, because you know that they're judging you off of such superficial stuff, surface level stuff, that it's like any insults, any judgments that are hurled your way, it's literally going towards the part of you that isn't even necessarily real. It's not you, really. It's not authentically you. They're just going after the person who you portray yourself to be, whether that's because of your physical appearance, the way that you live your life according, based on what's perceived like. You know that when people judge you, it's for some superficial stuff. And yeah, you got the shallow grave card as well. You miss someone. Okay, for some of you in particular, you have lost people, just in terms of deaths, maybe in friendships, families, whether that's literal or figurative. But energetically, I feel like you still know how to hold on to a connection with them. Yeah, some of you could have the power of I'm hearing necromancy. Necromancy, or is that what it's called, where you can communicate with dead people? I don't know, but yeah, some of you could have the power to communicate with dead people, and your loved ones who have passed over, they know how to guide you to transform your life into something better. You guys could also be the types who genuinely believe that we are living in a simulation. Me too. But you don't take this life so seriously, and especially not the judgments from other people. You put yourself on your own pedestal. You really don't need acceptance or um yeah, you don't need acceptance or necessarily praise from other people, because with the selling out card, I feel like you guys in this pile are the people who are just ostracized for whatever reason. And I feel like you refuse to abandon who you have decided to be in this simulation, in this life experience, in this game, just because other people don't like it. You'd rather revolute against it, protest against people's unfair treatment of you as well as others, instead of just succumbing to what society tells you should be. hmm You also, your power, whatever this power is, you conceal yourself with it. People cannot oh, okay. People cannot truly see you. People may try to figure you out and they fail each and every time. And so, because you're so aware of how people operate in this world, you know that when that happens, people would rather, instead of just thinking to themselves, I really don't know this person, I can't figure them out, they're going to end up projecting their own made up judgments of you. And it's like you're someone who just accepts that because I feel like you have an energy of, well, that has nothing to do with me, you know. Other people's judgments have nothing to do with me. If they want to project, that's on them. There's also a message as well that when you decide to cut people out of your life, it's usually to level up and transform in some way. Um, yeah, I'm literally seeing a level up in like, you know how like, let's say you can level up Pokemon. It's like you're leveling yourself up. And every time you do that, the people that you leave behind, they miss you a lot. There's some type of power that you hold. They particularly miss the way that you defended them. But I'm seeing that these are the same people who you sold yourself short for. These are people, the people who end up missing you after you cut them off, after your level up. These are people who you really sold yourself short for because you may have come to their defense whenever they needed it. You may have tried to empower them, but they didn't do the same for you.